Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adil and I am an education data analyst. In my last video, I built a complete school enrollment and registration management system in Excel. In this video, I am taking it a step further. Today I am working through a complete examination management and results analytics system built across two tools. Microsoft Excel handles all the operational side like exam scheduling, candidate registration, invigilation management, and results processing power. Power BI handles the analytics and reporting side like performance dashboard, KHDA inspection reports, and intervention tracking. This is the exact workflow used by exam officers and data managers in British curriculum schools across the UAE and UK. Let us get into it. This is the exam timetable, the operational backbone of the entire system. Every exam has a unique ID generated using the same formula approach I used in my enrollment project. Exam 2026 followed by a 3-digit sequential number. This gives every exam a trackable reference that can be cross-referenced across all other sheets. The end time column is automatically calculated using a formula. It takes the start time in column G and adds the duration in minutes from column H divided by 1440. 1440 is the number of minutes in a day. This converts minutes into Excel's decimal time format so the addition works correctly. So if an exam starts at 9 am and lasts 120 minutes, Excel automatically calculates the end time as 11 am. This means the timetable coordinator never has to manually calculate end times for 50 exams. The exam status column uses conditional formatting to give an instant visual overview. Scheduled exams are blue, completed are green, postponed are yellow, and cancelled are red. A timetable coordinator can scan all 50 exams in seconds and immediately see which ones need attention. This column is particularly important for UK exam board compliance. Students with special educational needs may be entitled to extra time of 25%, a reader or a scribe during examinations. These arrangements must be declared to the exam board before the sitting. Tracking them here ensures no students' access arrangements are missed on exam day, which would be a serious compliance breach with boards like Pearson Edexcel or Cambridge. The candidate register tracks every student's exam entries, 235 entries across year 10 to year 13, covering subjects from mathematics and physics to business studies and computer science across multiple UK exam boards. This conflict flag formula is one of the most practically useful formulas in the entire project. It uses COUNTIFs with two criteria simultaneously. It counts how many rows have the same candidate ID and the same subject. If the count is greater than 1, it means the same student has been entered for the same subject twice. The formula flags this immediately as duplicate entry in red. In a real school, this is a critical check. UK exam boards charge per entry. A duplicate entry means the school pays twice for the same exam sitting For a school with 200 candidates across 7 subjects each, a single duplicate entry error costs money and requires a formal amendment request to the exam board. This automated check catches those errors before submission. The Invigilation Schedule manages all 102 invigilator assignments across 50 exams. Each exam has a chief invigilator, one or more standard invigilators, and a floating invigilator depending on the number of candidates. The conflict check formula is the most important formula on this sheet. It uses COUNTIFs with the 3 criteria. It checks if the same invigilator name appears on the same exam date in the same session more than once. If an invigilator has been accidentally assigned to 2 exams running simultaneously on the same morning, this formula immediately flags it as a conflict in red. UK exam board regulations require a minimum number of invigilators per candidate. If a conflict means on invigilator is counted for 2 rooms simultaneously, the school may not meet the required ratio and the exam could be invalid. Catching this before exam day is essential. The briefing status formula automatically generates the required action for each assignment. Confirmed invigilators are marked as briefing required. They need to attend the pre-exam briefing. Pending assignments show awaiting confirmation. Replaced assignments show replacement needed. This gives the exam officer a clear daily action list without manually reviewing every row. This is where the exam data becomes academic intelligence. The results processing sheet takes raw marks from all 235 candidates and converts them into a complete analytical picture. The performance band formula calculates directly from the raw marks and maximum marks columns, not from the percentage text column. It divides marks obtained by max marks and multiplies by 100 to get a clean percentage, then classifies each student into one of 5 performance bands using nested if logic. The 5 bands are outstanding for 90% and above, exceeding for 75% and above, meeting for 60% and above, approaching for 45% and above, and below for anything under 45%. These 5 bands directly mirror the performance language used in KHDA school inspection reports in Dubai and the broader UAE. When a KHDA inspector asks for a performance breakdown, this is the exact categorization they expect to see. The KHDA category formula takes the performance band one step further and maps it to the 3 categories used in official KHDA reporting. Outstanding and exceeding map to above expected, meeting maps to expected, approaching and below map to below expected. This gives the school a ready-made KHDA inspection summary without any additional manual work. The intervention flag formula identifies students who need academic support. Any student classified as below or approaching is flagged as needs intervention. Students at meeting level are flagged as monitor. They are passing but need watching. Students at exceeding or outstanding are flagged as on track. This creates an automatic at-risk register that the head of year or subject leader can act on immediately after results are released. And here is the summary of our 235 students, 23 outstanding, 52 exceeding, 78 meeting, 53 approaching, 18 below, and 9 absent. The total is 235, which validates that every single result has been classified correctly with no missing dates. Now let us look at the Power BI Analytics dashboard. This is built on top of the Excel data using a relational data model with 2 relationships and 8 custom DEX measures. The 6 KPI cards at the top give senior leadership an instant snapshot. 235 total candidates, a pass rate that updates dynamically, average score across all subjects, outstanding rate, student needing attention, and absent count. Every single card is driven by a DEX measure, not a static number. Watch what happens when I filter by Pearson Edexcel. Every visual on the page updates simultaneously: the performance distribution, the subject averages, the KHDA donut chart, the pass rate by year group, and the exam board matrix all recalculate in real time. This is the power of DEX measures combined with a properly structured data model. One click gives leadership a complete filtered view of any exam board's performance. This red dashed line on the pass rate by year group chart represents a 70% pass rate threshold, the minimum expected standard in most UAE British curriculum schools. Any year group whose bar falls below this line is immediately visible. Leadership does not need to calculate anything, the visual does the analytics for them. The exam board performance matrix is the most data dense visual on this page. It shows total candidates, pass rate, average score, the students needing intervention for each exam board side by side. This gives the head of examinations an instant comparison of performance across Pearson Edexcel, Cambridge IGCSE, AQA, OCR, and internal assessments. This second page is specifically designed for academic intervention tracking, one of the key expectations in any KHD inspection. The table here shows only students flagged as needs intervention, filtered automatically using a visual level filter on the intervention flag column. The head of a year can see every at-risk student's name, year group, subject, marks, performance band, and KHDA category on a single page. The two charts on the right tell the intervention story from two angles. The intervention count by subject bar chart shows which subjects have the most students needing support. This tells the head of department where to focus resources. The intervention by year group column chart shows which year groups have the highest intervention counts. This tells the pastoral team where to concentrate their support efforts. In a real KHDA inspection, inspectors specifically look for evidence that the school has identified underperforming students and has a structured support plan in place. This page provides exactly that evidence: a live, filtered, data-driven intervention register that updates automatically whenever new results are entered. Let me quickly walk through the DEX logic behind the key measures, because this is where the real analytical power comes from. The pass rate percentage measure used the divide function rather than a simple division operator. Divide takes three arguments: the numerator, which is total pass, the denominator, which is total candidates, and an alternate result of 0 if the denominator is 0. Using divide instead of dividing with a slash prevents divide by 0 errors when a filter returns no results. For example, if you filter to a subject with no completed results, this is a best practice in DEX development. Need intervention measure uses count rows wrapped around a filter function. Filter iterates through every row of results data and return only the rows where the intervention flag column equals need intervention. Count rows then counts those filtered rows. Exam completion rate measure pulls from the exam timetable rather than results data, showing how the data model relationship allows measures to reference any connected table. It divides the count of completed exams by the total count of all exams to give a completion percentage that updates dynamically when the exam board slicer is applied. So to summarize what this complete system demonstrates, on the Excel side, it shows practical exam administration skills, timetable management, candidate registration, invigilation scheduling, and results processing with automated conflict detection and compliance checks aligned to UK exam board requirements. On the Power BI side, it shows advanced analytics capability, a relational data model, 8 DEX measures, KHDA aligned performance categorization, and a dedicated intervention tracking report. Together, these two files replicate the complete workflow of an exam officer or school data manager in a British curriculum school in the UAE. The project files are linked in the description below. You can download both the Excel workbook and the Power BI file and explore everything yourself. If you are a school looking for someone who understands both the operational and analytical sides of examination management, please connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.